Hello, hello.
Hi.
Welcome back to the MARZ live stream. I was trying to do some fancy stuff today, but that fancy stuff didn't work out. We're still streaming using, well, OBS, but with that, some NDI, NDI local, like network broadcasting stuff. So still, yeah, experimenting. Corey's in the music studio.
Nice in here.
Yeah, back on the other side of the MARZ space. So we're in totally different rooms now. But it gives us some extra flexibility, and yeah, just gotta perfect the setup and make it look nice and sound good. So we've made some changes, so it should sound a little better. You should be able to hear me better. There shouldn't be an echo. Yeah, so I guess I'll let Corey take over, and I'll be back here messing with stuff as we go.
Here we go. So here we are once again. It's so nice to be in my own little zone for all my privacy. The only thing that bums me out about this setup is we haven't figured out a second monitor for me so I can like
Oh,
get
yeah.
a feed of the stream and see the chat. So Jay, you're gonna have to read to me all of the many comments we received today.
Of course.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to do something other than what I'm about to do today, but we were doing so much tech troubleshooting, trying to get this computer to do the right thing. Third-party antivirus software, not your friend, as it turns out. So I didn't get a chance to run any of the hardware fun stuff that I wanted to do today. So I am we're going to do another weird beat in Ableton. I have a couple parameters that I want to do. So first I'm going to start, I want to make a sound. I've been listening, you've heard me talk about all this like silly pop music I've been listening to. And I've just been hearing all this music that's made with these very specific sounds, and I've been thinking about how to make them. And I just thought I'd show you guys how to do this thing that I was having fun doing earlier, which is making a basic super saw synth sound in Ableton. And maybe we'll try a few different ways. I did it twice today in 2 different instruments. I'll show you how I did that. Maybe we'll use Wavetable first. So I'm assuming you can see my screen. Oh yeah, dude, this is running so much better now that we deleted that program. Gosh. So we have Wavetable pulled up over here. I'm gonna make it nice and full.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, you're missing something?
I think we're frozen. Can you try and
Restart OBS?
not OBS, but the NDI, the screen capture thing down in the bottom left, and make sure that's on.
Oh, it's not.
Oh, that would explain it.
I don't know why it stopped. Audio source silent. You got it back?
Let me double check.
Bloop.
Computer, call source properties.
So yeah, this is all cobbled together with a few different programs. So we're routing audio out of Ableton with a plugin from Kakos. We're routing video with OBS.
Yeah.
And we're screen capturing with this NDI program.
Hopefully, with well, I'm not sure what's gonna happen. We're gonna try some different things and make it work better for us. But for the time being, this seems to work. I think they should be able to see everything now.
Cool. So I want to make a supersaw. So you may be asking now, what is a supersaw and why would I want to make one? Supersaw is so we've talked a bit about like synths and how synths work in here. That generally the basic concept of most synthesizers, the way they work is we take simple shapes and then we modulate and filter them. So among the many the basic shapes that we generally work with, we work with sine waves, triangle waves, square waves, and saw waves. So each of those has their own kind of different character. They're almost sound kind of like different instruments. Like square wave kind of sounds almost clarinet-y compared to like a sine wave, which sounds more like something else. I don't know. So anyways, no one's gonna be fooled into thinking this is a clarinet, but it's fun. But we're not focusing on squares for the moment. We're gonna mess around with some saw waves. So here's a single saw wave. Sounds like that. So there was these popular digital synths, these virtual analog synths in like the 90s, like kind of late 90s, and they had these waveforms that were a bunch of saw waves stacked and detuned from each other, and they had this very specific sound, and that kind of became the sound of like trance and like a lot of electronic music genres, like dance music stuff. So the way that they work, basically, like I said, they take a saw wave and they add a bunch of detuned copies. So Wavetable has sort of a way to doing that, which is Unison Mode. You might be familiar with this from other synths too. We're going to use a classic Unison Mode, and this is going to basically take us from 1 voice per note to 3. If you're hearing that in stereo, you'll hear that all of a sudden we have width where we did not before, compared to this. So we have width now, and we also just have character. All of a sudden, this is like an interesting sound. We have a little control here. We can add more voices for more thicker detuning, and we can make them more detuned. So that's already like sounding nice and thick. But it's not quite super enough for me. I want to get more super. So we can add more saw waves by bringing saw waves into our second oscillator. Oh, this display isn't working correctly. Ableton just updated to a new version. I think I found a bug. All right, that already sounds like we're at a rave. Perfect. So, yeah, super saw. You can get more in depth with this, like add other things to thicken it up. A tutorial I was watching earlier applied a little FM warping to one of these oscillators. So that's kind of like almost like an extra octave. Like compare that to like before and after. So interesting. There's a different character. So you can also do things like maybe add a sub oscillator. In this case, the sub is a square wave, I'm pretty sure. This tone knob turns things from... it's like a shaped sine. Yeah, so something squarey. Now we're getting somewhere, though. So the key to making this sound like you're at a rave is to play chords. So like a single note, like... Isn't that really, like, fascinating? But... playing tenths. That's the vibe. So this is the sort of thing I want to do today. I'm going to move into a ravier key. Let's go to the key of G minor. Well, actually, let's do relative major of that. We'll go to B flat major. Same, but easier to think about for my brain. So, what do we want to do to this thing? Well, let's see. Let's add some other sounds to this because I'm not going to be very inspired to like write a phrase of this like on its own, but I wonder if I can get this copied in a sort of cool. We'll wait for that to finish. I have some sounds that I want to use, and I'll tell you guys about those in a minute. So one thing you might want to do this, I'm actually going to group this and macro it because I want to like create some things I can change about this. So I'm going to get my nice Moog filter out and map a macro to the filter frequency. I don't want to change the scale over here. Let me back in device mode. I'm pretty happy with the sound. I'm gonna add some drive. I like some distortion in my sounds, and that's got a little bit of an edge to it now. Maybe we can add a little resonance to that to make that sweep a little more audible. All right, there's something. Wow. What happened there? Let's quantize this. Is this music? Tell me.
Sounds like music to me.
I don't know. Are we doing first idea, best idea today, Jay?
I think so. I'm
Okay.
feeling like that.
Great.
It's one of those kind of days.
Yep. Okay, so first idea, best idea is my philosophy on this stream because I don't think it's actually very interesting to watch somebody agonize over a creative choice. I'd rather show cool stuff. Weird. Man, there's gonna be some sort of good loop point here. Right there. Aha, it has no idea. So if y'all have ever tried to like warp stuff like in live like this before, Ableton doesn't understand what I was trying to do with the rhythm here. And so it's having a real difficulty figuring out what this pattern is supposed to be. So like I'm just going to abandon this concept. I have like a specific idea I'm hearing now. So I'm going to chase it down. I'm not going to agonize over the choice, but I am going to agonize over getting it right. So I'm going to set 1-1 here, and then probably slide all these guys over so that aligns, right? So here, it has a better idea of what I was trying to do here. Yes, that's the ticket. Yes, yes, yes. I accidentally played a chord, in, like a 3-note chord in one of those, so I kind of liked it. Having fun, entering some notes, blah, blah, blah. Fun. And we are at a very peppy 200 beats per minute tonight, you guys. So get ready. So what are fun things to do to this? We're gonna do some quick macroing. So I love macroing the attack, the envelopes of stuff. We're gonna macro attack, decay, sustain, and release, so we can play with those. And then what else would be neat? Let's just like turn. We'll play this pattern back and we'll listen and we'll see. We'll just turn a couple knobs real quick and see if anything sounds fun. Woohoo! There's one. Okay, we're gonna. I thought that was so much fun. We're gonna make sure these get the same thing. So I'm gonna map both of these guys the same way. Yes, yes, we're getting somewhere. So other things that might be fun. Let's map a high pass filter as well. So we'll map with macro 2. Okay, here's a fun effect. 2 filters moving in opposite directions, like this. Makes it feel very organic and kind of alive. It's pretty fun. So I'm going to zero these out. Oops, zero these out. Okay, I have one more macro knob. Jay, what should I macro? Yeah,
A sound?
you don't have to.
Picking something?
You don't have to answer that question.
Okay.
Let's just macro the transpose.
That's fancy.
Fun. Okay, so I've got everything macroed up, and
Nice.
so now this is like a cool preset that I can see. There's this new feature in Ableton, which is the macro variations. So you can now create presets. Oh yeah, I wanted to fatten these up just a little bit more. I'm gonna detune oscillator 1 south 8 cents and oscillator 1 north 8 cents. There's that juicy thickness. I love it. Maybe a little more detune here. Oh, I didn't map the funnest of the things to map. I'm gonna actually get rid of that mapping. I'm gonna map the amount of the unison. And we can also map, I'm going to have a lot of fun mapping this. I'm going to map the detune of the oscillators to this macro 3 as well. So in the mapping, I'm going to change the possible range of detune. So let's see, how does this thing work right now? It's, so I unmap this. It's just, okay, yeah. So it's most detuned when it's at 100% and there's no detuning at 0. So I'm going to make the detune knobs of this thing follow that same thing too. So there'll be 0 detuning when that thing is turned off, and then I'll just set it to like a wilder value of like 15 cents either way. So as I turn this knob, one of these is going to go up and one of these is going to go down to 15. Yeah, it sounds nasty. That's what I'm after. So, I'm going to bring over the other element of this track. So remember I said I had 2 things I want to do today. First thing, Supersaw. Second thing, I downloaded this giant dump of files from the game Rust. Because one of my students was into this game. And I had never played it. And he was telling me about it. And I thought it sounded interesting. So boom. This was a YouTube download. It has all kinds of stuff in it. This is, I think, a complete collection of every sound from the game, including some fun instrument sounds. So we're gonna like queue up maybe some of those. So I'm looking through these instrument multi-samples and I see some C notes. So I'm just gonna like grab one of those. These are multi-sampled, so I could like grab some high-quality multi-samples if I felt like it, but I'm not really interested in that. I'm looking for ghetto and quick.
I guess that's there's a little problem there. I can't hear the like playing of the samples.
Oh, you don't get the preview of the cues, huh?
No. I can hear it once you put it in, but not beforehand.
Yeah, that comes out of... That's so strange. I don't know why. Well, I guess you don't get to hear my cued sounds, so I will not play them and talk about them then. But you will miss out on the experience of me listening through.
Sorry, guys. We're still trying to figure out the audio side of stuff.
I got to add a drum rack because I'm starting to flip through here, and I'm seeing some crazy noises. So there's something here called xylobones, which is horrifying sounding. But we're gonna use bits and pieces of that as fun.
We can kind of hear them through your.
Oh, there's like a kick drum.
headset.
Yeah, you're getting some headphone bleed of them. All right, Oh man, some actually like pretty cool drum sounds in here. Although I think I'm gonna use this explosion as a kick drum.
Nice.
Cowbell deploy. Here's some hi-hats. It's cool. You got like variations on the hi-hats. I guess there's like a whole bunch of ew, gross. There's a whole bunch of instruments in this game that you can actually play. Oh, cool. We're going to make an instrument out of that. So it's EDM, but with Rust samples is the name of the game. Those are tight. Oh, man. These are some... These thumps. These like make rad kicks. There's like a ton of bass in these. So there's like these like wild, larger than life sounding cursed cauldron bubbles, cutting meat. This is gonna be great. Okay. That's enough things. So like
You could probably turn up our the output for us if that says.
what's up?
It. You could probably turn the. Can you turn the output volume up for us?
The
At
output,
all? Like the on the master track.
I don't know if I can send it to you louder without sending it to me louder, but I can do that. Is that better?
Yeah.
Or you're probably getting it post that or pre that actually. Here, so I can go and grab an audio effect and grab a utility and stick it before Restream and give you like 6 dB more. Oh yeah, totally.
There we go.
This thing wants a hot signal.
Nice.
Like
that's better.
wild. Like so then I'm just gonna go in here and do the opposite thing and turn it down 12 dB after that. So
Yeah,
it sounds
perfect.
normal to me, but you'll get it at 12 dB hotter volume.
That's weird.
Here, let's macro this. So we're gonna group this thing into a thing, and we'll macro the gain knobs here to 1 here, and we'll click map. And so like this first one, I want to start. I want it to be like I want to go up, right? So we'll turn it up to like a maximum of 20. And this one, I want to like start down and go to a maximum of 0. I think is right. So like. Oh no, opposite. So as I'm turning one up, I want the other one to go down. That's it. So yeah, so now I should be able to give you more gain in the stream without receiving any more gain myself.
Sweet.
So just this plugin
awesome.
is the only place you will see more of that gain. So there's 20 dB hotter.
Yeah, even that's fine. We're still.
God, really? Plus 10?
Yeah. I mean,
OBS is insane, dude.
it's so weird.
Oh my god.
Yeah. See how it's
Like-
just, our levels are the same. Like coming to me, it's they match over NDI, which is nice. Like I'm getting the same levels as you on OBS.
OBS. Doing OBS things.
Oh, I lost your audio for some reason. Or you're really quiet now.
My audio, huh? It changed?
I have no idea what happened. I can still kind of hear you. You're just really quiet.
Weird.
Oh, you're coming through your DAW now. Did your mic get?
No, I'm not coming through the DAW.
Oh man, I can definitely still hear the music. Just can't hear you.
I'm definitely not like in the DAW at all. You can see.
That's weird. Something is definitely coming through Ableton. I don't know. Did we change anything right there?
Remember, the mic is ASIO input capture. And
Yeah.
like, so
Let
I
me
can
double
see-
check my mic here.
Oh, there is audio input capture is grabbing it now. Why is that?
He's frozen. Oh, we're having some weird things going on this week. We really need to get more bandwidth. I think is one of our main problems. I think if it
There is something weird happening here with the. As I'm seeing, I'm seeing audio input capture is now seeing my audio,
huh, that you can change to something you're not using. And then if you play Ableton, it should work.
oh, I see what's. You know what? Here, this is set to the wrong thing. This should be on.
That one, there's one like with Ableton, it should just be a source that you're not using, because all it is actually taking that filter and filtering the Ableton thing. It's such a weird solution to that other problem we were having. I hope that a lot of this gets fixed in Windows 11. I've heard that there's going to be a lot more controllability of, taking in sources and stuff. I don't think I can hear CORY. Oh, I can still hear that loudly. His camera froze is one thing. It's funny we can see it on the screen, but not. Let me see. Let me change this around. I changed this to a low bandwidth. Oh, there he is. I can see you. You're moving now. But I can't hear you still. So let me check your mic. Music Studio mic. This is audio only. And then I just move this around. Okay. There. I can hear you now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You hear me twice?
No, it's just going through normal.
Okay. How's this?
Yeah, that's good. That's weird. I get a feeling that if we overload the switch that we're on, or like too much bandwidth, it just drops something. I don't know if that's actually what's happening, but it could be. So I should be getting some extra Cat 6 cables and that gigabit switch in the mail soon.
Fine.
So
So I'm just getting some drums for you out here. I guess I didn't grab a snare, huh? All right, we're getting somewhere with this now, y'all. It's getting. We're going for some like full-on gabber tonight. If you're not familiar with the genre of gabber, you're missing out. This basically sounds. It's just gabber's like really fast, distorted techno. I'm gonna do some of that cauldron sound. Put that on the old one. That thing's just super long. It's like 10 seconds long. Blue. Fun. Okay, So let's start making this into some music before my connection totally expires here. So remember I macroed out all those parameters. We're gonna just go ham on them. So we're gonna start here, I think. So let's just start automating stuff. I'm just gonna do that's the thing that I generally do sometimes when I'm doing stuff like this. You know, I'm gonna make a little build here. So let's automate the like release time up. Just like make it last a while longer. We'll kind of like, oh yeah, well let's macro that down and back for that time. Like that'll be interesting. Cool. We're gonna get some reverb going on here. Fun. Okay, what else are we gonna do? We're going to get in here and we're gonna do a little automation of that to like create a little lift. That's kind of fun. We'll do one more like fun weird thing because I always got to. Oops. Whoops. Using a Mac keyboard too long. Let's do that. That's fun. I've been doing all these kind of fun pitching effects. So here's what I did. I just dialed in a bunch of rando stuff over these first few bars. Cool. Here, I thought another fun thing to automate. I can automate the... Oh, can I automate this thing? Oh, no, you can't. But if I put this in classic mode and put it in a single voice mode, then I can do the length. That's kind of funny. So I'm going to automate that. Show automation new lane. It's just like a weird and glitchy sounding, but I'm game for that right now. Fun. Okay. Sweet. So we're going to start getting crazy right around here. So it's going to go ham. So I got all these drums. What am I doing with them? I don't know. So a lot of these things that I chose are really short, or like not short, the opposite of that, long. So I got. That's just a wacky pattern. Kind of like that sound, but it's not like quite right. It seems to be weirder. Let's just mess it up real good. So this is like getting pretty weird already. What do I like about this? This is getting pretty wacky. Here we go. Oh yeah, we're gonna get that attack time dialed back because I went really crazy with that. So where are you? Attack time on this thing. Amp attack, show a new lane. You're gonna just snap into. Yeah. Fun. Okay, so I got a bunch of other instruments pulled out, so like something needs to happen here new. Jay, are you still good? Get me?
Yeah, everything's looking good. I'm just trying to set up those fancy transitions for us.
What am I gonna do with this thing? I chose the sound. What if I reverse it? No. Never mind. Not that. So I want to do something just like really weird to this. I think I'm going to feed this thing an arpeggiator. I haven't done any like arpeggiated stuff in a while. So let's give this guy an arpeggiator. I wanted to play 16th notes. I just want this thing to be super fast. And I kind of like... What's random? I forget. Oh yeah, random. Let's... I'm gonna create a random part for this. Here's how to create randomness with Midi using only stock Ableton effects. So I'm just going to enter a single C note that's 1 bar long, loop this, and we'll solo it. So I've got now this guitar triggering. So the arpeggiator's triggering, and then I'm going to give this thing a scale device. I'm going to use this preset that is called major and set the bass to B flat, which lets I know where the key we are. So using the random device has a percentage chance of picking a note higher or lower than the note that I've chosen. And then I can restrict its choices with this scale device here. I'm actually going to choose major pentatonic because I think that's going to give us a better result. So check this out. Because it's a bi visibility day, we're going to set the sign here to bi so that the signals will go up and down instead of just randomly raising the note up. And the scale control allows us to access notes that are further away. Fun. So, so the choices knob is like the range. And then scale knob multiplies my range. So this is like pretty much every possible note. Every possible note in 8 octaves. Not very musical. So like if I say I wanted to go like just like 1 octave in either direction, I have 5 different notes in my scale. So I have choices 5 and scale 2 and bidirectional. It should give me random pentatonic notes. So I'm like basically just using this to kind of like do wacky things to it. Fun. I think it's kind of... So I originally wanted 16th notes, right? Cool. That's pretty fun. So that's like crazy sounding, right? Let's give that some sort of context here. Yeah, I like that. So that's like sort of the idea I'm going for. So I'm introducing some sort of shape to the randomness, right? It's restricting it to a scale, so I actually don't even have to care about the note choices I'm making here. I'm just like, it's gonna pick from a higher or lower range depending on where I like assign these notes, you know. So let's like just drop a few of them down low just for fun. Remember I was told that person I'd make totally random music in here? This is, again, I'm failing. This is just pseudo-random.
Sounds pretty random.
Okay, so we're gonna macro this guy up too. So we group it. And then we flip out our macros. So yes, we're doing the pitch envelope and also the decay time. Those were fun. I feel like with just those two, we have a good time. This is like my favorite thing about Simpler. So I'm using the pitch envelope, so I'm basically like re-pitching the sound really quickly at the very beginning, like on the scale of like 24 milliseconds to return to my original pitch here. And so I'm doing a dramatic pitching up from 4 octaves down. And now that's the same thing, but from 4 octaves up. So let's introduce this sound with like a very surprising moment. I'm just gonna like have it do this like kind of like gross. Yes, please. So all the way down to the bottom. So then we're gonna change that decay parameter too. All right. So my rest sounds here are not like banging enough for this track. So we can improve that a bit with the old drum bus. So I have an idea. I'm gonna actually break this drum rack out into a separate track because I want to do. I think I want. Well, maybe instead of that, I just want to do something wacky with these hi-hats. You say something, Jay? Oh, Jay's talking to someone else. All right, I'm just gonna add these crazy hi-hats, and I think I have some like hi-hat MIDI files here. Let's find the fastest one that we have. Well, the only one here that's tagged with tempo is 150, so we're just going to drop that in here. Oops. Yeah, that's not fast enough for me, though. We're going to double time this sucker. Oop. So I kind of like that pattern as like a concept here. So we'll loop that and make that our thing. Fun, 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 fun. So let's duplicate that. I'm doing something very strange here. I don't really have like a real rhyme or reason for this.
Do you need one?
I hope not. God, if I do, I'm in big trouble. Let's just screw this up real good. So we need a new drum rack here because we need to get some more like normal drums. We're gonna get out a 909 kit, I think, because that is the kit of techno. So we're making Gabber apparently. So Gabber bass drum pattern away. So yeah, it's all about these distorted 909 kicks. And then if we're getting really trashy, why are we looping 4 bars of the same thing? So we're gonna bring some of those ideas back here to give some cohesion. Mute the. Okay, where do we start from? Where are we going? Here, let's check. Okay, we need something going on here. Like, that didn't make any sense to me. These parts aren't, like, not integrated. Like, something needs to happen to lead us into that section. These drums just come in and it's hard and it's ugly. So, auto filter. We're going to flip that and we're going to automate that down. So, we'll open up these drums, filter, and that'll sound tight. This is gonna like kind of like. I don't really like this part. Let's just get rid of that. It's not cool. I don't like it if it's not cool. What if we do like a clap build? Those are always fun. Maybe I do need those open hats. Kind of miss them. Woohoo! We're making some gabber now. Oh, baby. Yeah. I made some like white noise in a stream previously. Let's just like reintroduce that concept because I need some white noise right now. So let's let me show you how I do that again. Operator, flip the wave to noise white. Turn the filter off. Resample. Oops. To audio though. You're not gonna have much luck resampling to MIDI. Resampling, record, enable both. Make sure that's here. I gotta solo that though. Beautiful. I can delete that track. And now we have white noise.
Nice.
Easy peasy. The most powerful tool. Like I really like. Sometimes I think about just like having a just white noise that runs the entire track and just automating it up and down because there's so much white noise that goes on in music or just noise beds in general. So this is gonna be our like fill sound for our, like when we want a riser, and we'll probably go in with the channel EQ and just like cut the low end out of that thing. Yeah, so I need like less low end in this sound too, because I like the bass needs to be a surprise. Okay, something's happening here. So I pulled out this random sound before too. This is this is really feeling like a mellow concept here after the rest of these sounds.
Yeah.
Gotta tune this guy. There we go. Oh wait, I'm not. Whoops. There we go. Cool, that's fun. So check this out. This is a neat thing. So when I play a chord with this, it'll do something wacky. I like this kind of effect a lot. So, let us feed it this thing and see what it do.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. We're going to put a phaser flanger on this, I think. Doesn't sound like much though. Eh? So we're gonna bring back the old build here, I think. So we'll bring this guy back in too, but I think we'll bring it back in like. So that doesn't make any sense at all. We gotta make this make sense. Let's high pass these drums again. Okay, so something's gonna happen to this thing too. What's gonna happen here? I just want to make this really messed up. Let's like wash it away in some reverb too. So we'll get the hybrid not the grain delay, hybrid reverb out. And we're gonna hybrid reverb that sound away. So we're just gonna wash it out. Back the so this section needs to get real nasty. Maybe this thing should build back in over the course of this again. I'm sure I've got an auto filter for this. Oh yeah, this never went back down. What other options do I have here to do something? I want to do something really strange here. I don't know, like, it's pretty fun to like. I want to do that, but like shorter. Like that. Pretty weird. Okay. That's a weird ending. Or we're getting kind of like a moody ending over here all of a sudden. Changing vibes completely.
It's pretty cool.
Thank
I like
you.
it.
Thank you. So I'm just going to add a few little more whooshies. And then let's just sort of like do a vibe check here real quick. We're getting pretty far into this already. Jay, you bored of your skull yet?
Well, I got my transitions to work, so I can show those off before we're done. And then,
Fun. I wish I could see them.
yeah. I'll show you in the back, or when we go back to, in the replay.
Cool. I don't know how those time signature changes ended up there. That was really weird. Okay, well, I'm just going to just smack it from the beginning, just see how it feels. Vibe check. Let's just check it out. Okay, vibes are off.
Was something playing in the very beginning or no?
Yes.
Oh. That like very top, the blue instrument?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I can hear that.
Uh-oh.
That's weird. Yeah, I can't hear that
Here, hold on a
blue
sec.
track.
I'm going to play this over here, and let me know if you're getting this.
Yes.
You get that?
It's like I can hear that. It's like I'm not getting the very top
It must be
instrument thing.
it must be gating out a low volume signal.
Huh.
Like there's some sort of noise gate somewhere in the signal path. It's very quiet here. It's like filtered out. You're getting that though?
Yeah. I get it once that starts, yeah.
It
But
must just be
before that,
gating
I
out.
can't hear anything.
Weird.
I can hear
Definitely
now.
something playing there.
Weird,
Sorry you're
okay.
missing it on the stream, folks.
Yeah, I could see it, but I couldn't hear it.
Weird.
I don't know.
So why does that do that? Oh. I see what's going on. All right, that makes some sense to me now. Being really particular about how that works. I just have a particular thing I'm going for. I don't know if I want anything else to happen here. Oh, I never used this other sound. That was kind of cool. I'm going to use that as my little concept here. fun idea coming up here. So it seems like silence didn't hit till right about there. So like that's like a little long on that last thing. So I'm gonna like sort of tone down that instrument, that release time on that thing. Just like, so it's like by the end, it's not quite so long. So let me make that sound small. Make it, I'm gonna high pass it, I'm gonna turn it down. I'm just gonna like turn this down over time too, I think. That'd be cool. Does this part make sense any earlier? Nope.
Worth a try.
Yeah. I'm starting to feel like this is getting close to being done. Like, I don't know if I want to do much else to this right now. I'm just going to run some mastering processing right now real quick, as I often do. Here's my go-to saturator, 1 dB, turn the bass down a smidge. Then we smack it with an EQ8 in oversampling mode, smiley face, boost the bass just a hair, boost the high highs just a hair. Let's listen to the middle real quick and do a scoop out the middle. Some busyness right there, so we'll cut out right around 300 like I always do. I don't know why I checked, because that's what I was going to do anyways. And then I have a feeling that, well, let's just try a glue and see if glue does us anything. So we'll glue this together. Now this is loud as heck. Okay, I think we can listen to it now, and then maybe we'll be good. Or maybe I'll hate it and want to change stuff. That happens a lot. So we get silence a little earlier because I like changed that parameter. I kind of like missed that like long gross fade though. Let's extend that feedback there too, like, cause that's gonna be fun. Yeah, there we go. Cool, and there's silence. Boom. So I was like trying, like, whenever I have an effect like that that's gonna ring out at the end of a track, I always try to place a marker at the end, so that like I'm not like forgetting to render the whole tail of the effect when I render. So I'll make a locator at the beginning as well, and then when I'm ready to export, I can just select to next locator from there, and it'll grab that. I ain't gotta think about it. I probably told you this before. I do this all the time.
Nice.
Cool. Well, I kind of don't think I want to do anything else to this. Jay, did you want to show some stuff off? Or do you want to save that for next time?
It wasn't anything fancy. Essentially, I've just got some. You guys will be able to see it on the stream. Some effects here that I can. This is what I was trying to set up before we started, but I didn't have enough time to mess with it. It's a plugin for OBS that allows you to dynamically move your sources.
Neat.
Sorry, we've got visitors outside. But anyways, so yeah, you can essentially I've got some hotkeys set up that I can. So this one that I'm showing off right now, I can like full scale CORY's window and then bring him down into the picture-in-picture mode. And I should, if this is going to work, be able to go to a 2-shot. So here we both are.
Hello.
And then back to picture-in-picture, then back to full screen. I haven't set up my full screen yet, I don't think. No, these are the 3 I have set up right now. But they're kind of cool. I can just scroll through them, and they're animated, and it's a little bit easier than like switching scenes in OBS. So it kind of allows me to do some fancy things. So
it's like you get to do those transitions while staying in the same OBS scene or whatever.
Yeah.
Cool.
Instead of like, see how you see the list of scenes over on your left-hand side? I've just got one of those, and that one scene has some filters on it that I can set up with like how I want things to be positioned in the scene. And it took me a second to realize
that takes different sources from the mixer, right? Or from the sources. And then,
yeah. So I've got a few different sources in that scene that I can move around essentially.
Cool. Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, it adds some cool functionality, and it's nice to not have to like switch scenes all the time, which I could just hotkey that, but this looks cooler too. You can't do these like motions between graphics with just the standard. So like if I go from this to this, and then full screen CORY, and I need to make one for full screening myself. I don't have one of those yet. But yeah, seems to work pretty good once I figured out how to set it up. What I was missing was that there's a setting in there that you can tell it to simultaneously play another. So you have to kind of break it down into every little piece of your of the thing that you want to happen. So you like, say you want CORY's video to move into the half frame like he's at now. I have to make that a separate event essentially, and then I tell the plugin to play different events, and you can tell from one event you can chain them together. I'll have to do a demo on it sometime once I really have it figured out, because it's
I'll be curious to like see.
It's a pretty cool, pretty cool little thing. So, anyways, well, I guess if CORY's done, we'll.
I'm feeling like I'm gabbered out here.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Awesome.
Sweet. I did what I set out to do. I used some weird sounds.
Cool.
Yeah, I guess like the one thing I want to say is like, for me, music production is most fun when you like set some like set some light boundaries for yourself, but don't really restrict yourself too much. It's good to sit down with an idea of what you're gonna do, because it's like there's an infinite world of possibilities out there. But also, like, sometimes you're led down a direction you don't intend to go, and some of the most interesting things I've ever made are things that I did not intend to make and probably could never stumble across again. It's just because I followed my inspiration and creativity, and it led me to a strange place. So don't be afraid to let that happen to you too.
Yeah.
That's my tip of the day.
We should do some Blender ones that are less like lecture-y and more just me trying to make something random.
Yeah, follow your heart kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I can imagine that, like, that sort of stuff is a lot less modeling and like 3D design and stuff. Like we know what 3D things look like. Whereas like music being like an abstract, you can make like abstract stuff, and that would be actually really interesting. I'd love to watch you do that.
Yeah.
But like music being an abstract form in general, there's a lot less. There's not really a ton of expectation of what it's going to sound like, especially not now. Like no one's expecting you to make the sounds of real instruments. Have drums and guitars. Like you can just have whatever the heck sounds you want. And we're just used to hearing things be manipulated and all super weird. So it's like really. It's kind of like painting. You can do anything and have it make sense. I mean, I suppose you can make a sculpture and do anything and have it make sense. But like if you're making like a 3D model of just some weird abstract thing, it's not gonna have maybe not the same kind of impact that like some abstract music might have. But I would like to watch it.
Yeah, we should try that sometime. I'll have to set up this computer that I can, so I can capture the screen from here. I should be able to, with the upgraded switcher, give us more capabilities, more ability to run more things into it, because we're hitting our bandwidth cap on the on the 100 meg. That's not very much when it comes to this stuff. So, especially to keep it high quality. So, yeah. One thing we got to figure out, Corey, is how you can stay. I guess when we do the split screen, when you see it, I guess once we give you a way that you can actually see what's live, you'll be able to tell where you're at on the screen.
Oh right, yeah, like drifting out of the
there
frame.
You go.
Yeah,
you're kind of cut in half there. That's
yeah,
perfect.
so I mean, part of that too is that we have me on this angle here.
Yeah.
I'd really love like a front view, and so I'd like you keep me on axis the whole time.
Yeah. I'll
look into that. See if we can find a little camera.
You want to look into it? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm cool. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. Yeah. We'll be back here next week.
Doing more weird stuff.
Yeah. Maybe we'll try out some Blender stuff next week, just to give Corey a break if he wants one.
I'm always down to make more weird techno. I don't know if people like watching it, but I'm down to do it. So.
Cool. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
See you
We'll
next
catch
time.
you next week.